Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. I'm sorry. This is just talking video. I am going to do the WrestleMania video. I am going to talk about that. Do a video about it. Just not right now. I don't feel like watching. Well, talk. Feel like watching Mania right now. Mainly because I just feel like, I already watched the show obviously, and I just talking about it, making a video about it, it's just not my priority right now. I'm not saying it was bad, but see, already I'm already about to start talking about it, and I don't want to because I want to leave that for a separate video. So moving on. So I'm here to just talk. Just talking videos. So I recently ordered on eBay the Resident Evil collection, the movie collection. I don't know what incented me to actually, yes, I know why. In a spiritual light way, I know why. But as what I could say it. If you guys want me to say it, fine, I'll say it. The reason I did got it for is because the whole ending to one of the movies, I can't remember the movie name right now, when the White House and they all panning back and everything's getting all destructed, they're shooting like they're flaming at zombies, and then there's like freaking like, almost like demons type, creatures that are flying around and stuff like that. So when I saw that part, I wanted to get the collection. What's my relationship with Resident Evil? To be quite honest, I love the first two movies, to be quite honest. And I think I saw the third one, I think too. But I probably saw either the third one or the fourth one. But other than that, I thought they were fine. I haven't seen the rest of them. This is most likely, maybe that's why I ordered them. It made sense why. The other part that I told you is reason why, but the other probably reason is, I haven't watched them, so why not? So, and I've been getting like some freaking collections and all that shit. And also, I've been trying to find the Sensor 11 stuff on something. I'm talking to a guy on eBay that has something about the cartoon Sensor 11 type shit. So, I'm still in the process of trying to talk to him and stuff like that. So, if that doesn't go through, then that's fine. But hey, I'm finding out a way, and hopefully, no, most likely it will pan out really good, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. I want to talk about this game real quick. South Park: The Fractured Butthole. I recently beat it again. I beat this game before. I beaten this game. To me, it was kind of. It's not hard. It's just frustrating at some points because what characters you can actually use instead of like, it's almost like in some game, like, no shit, it's an RPG, so you have to use certain characters and certain things to like fight a certain enemy. No shit. But when a game, how some games kind of bend a little bit with the rules with that and be like, okay, if you use another character, you can bend the rules a little bit, or you have a character that does multiple things, then you could do that. In this game, it's like, oh, no, you need to use that character. Now, is it all the time? No, it's not all the time. But sometimes I feel like it's like that. Another thing with this is a good game. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend getting Stick with Truth and this game. And make a sequel to this game. Can you make a sequel to this game where Butters is actually the main villain, Professor Chaos? For crying out loud, did you see the end of the credits of this game? Professor Chaos is like, no matter what you do, no matter what you do, your dad will always fuck your mom. And it's like, ends. Yo, man, this game is hilarious, fun. The battle system is great. And if they make a third one, I wonder what the battle system is going to be, to be quite honest. Will it be a combination of the first the first two games? I don't know. The one is traditional RPG. The other one is like a strategy tactic RPG, which it worked with this, to be quite honest. Not to say I don't like the Stick of Truth gameplay. I love that gameplay. I do. But this one's really fun, and I like it a lot better. But what would they do for the third one? Some people might say maybe action RPG, but I don't think that will work for South Park. because they like to tell stories. These guys like to tell more stories than action, anyways. So in my opinion, I will still keep it traditional turn based. If you want, you could probably do the Parasite Eve type of battle system. If you never played Parasite Eve, you should. And the closest battle system that I could think of that's kind of like that as of now generation is Dragon Quest XI. You have an option to change your gameplay in Dragon Quest XI, either turn based or you moving around on in the screen. It's not exactly like Parasite Eve, but it's close enough to you be like, oh, okay, if there was like a bar loaded and shit like that, it's kind of similar. And if you actually can hit the enemy from the back, which is a good strategy in Parasite Eve, and you can't do that in Dragon Quest XI. So it's more like hinting that it's still turn based, which is fine. It works with Dragon Quest XI, but if you're gonna do it with this, I wouldn't put that there. That's just me. Because if I was making a game like that, I wouldn't never had that decision to begin with, in my opinion. But that's just me. I know the developers from Dragon Quest XI put that just because they're very traditional with Dragon Quest, and they don't want to step anybody's toes with traditional RPG because it's good. And people that don't like traditional turn-based, then don't play this game and don't play the Stick of Truth because it's traditional turn-based. Still, strategy turn-based that you just move along on the field and shit like that, like basically like chess, basically RPG. Some people don't like that, but this works good in this game, and I played other games I like that, and I've always had fun. I really don't hate that system. The only game that I've had frustrating and pissed me off to the T was literally Final Fantasy Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics on the PSP, I played it on that version. I was just like, I can't fucking play the game. There's literally a time limit for you to fucking beat these motherfuckers, and the game's hard as fuck. At least that was from my experience. I haven't played it in years, but that was my experience. And I was just like, why should I even play this game? I heard this game is great, and I want to play it. And there's so many fucking job classes, which I'm just like, I'm obsessed with job classes, which is why I love this game and the first one. I'm obsessed with job classes. I am. That's why I love freaking Dragon Quest 3. I love fucking job classes. Why I love freaking, Final Fantasy 1. I could keep saying it. I love job classes. I love job classes. I just love it that much. Another flaw with this game, is there another game that I'm trying to think of that does this too? I'm going to how much you want to bet? I'm going to shut it off and then I'm going to remember. But this game is, the loading times are slow as fuck, and it glitches on me. It freezes on me. Sometimes when I'm playing the game, this happened to me on the PlayStation 3 también. Like, it didn't crash on me or anything like that, or just like glitched on me. It was a moment that, when you do something like one of your opponents or one of your allies does a move or anything like that, it just pauses for a moment, and you're like, can you continue on? And it stays there for like 5 minutes or 5 seconds, and you press a button and then it moves on. And I'm just like, it's like, I didn't have much of a problem with it in the PlayStation 4 version because it was less than that. Here, it's too much. Too much. Sometimes it's unfucking goddamn playable. I forgot how much I spent with this game. I think it was $20. I think it was $20. This is a good ass fucking game. It really is. I highly recommend it. But for shit like that, fix it. Oh, this game came out in 2016, or we're not going to fix it. That's your problem. Ubisoft, just make a fucking update just to update this shit. That's it. That's all you need. An update to fix that glitch. That's all. That's all. Other than that, this game is a masterpiece. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Control, the game Control. The game's great. The flaw is that it glitches when you pause and then unpause. It has like this little frame glitch and shit. Other than that, the game's great. And I'm just like, and at first most people be like, oh, it's the Switch, and I'm like, I'm playing other games that don't do that. So why is this getting an excuse? And I have a game too. What is that game? I forgot what it is, man. I'm looking around like it's around me, but it's all my Switch games are over there, man. All right. This is I recently got Persona 5 Strikers. This is a sequel to Persona 5. Now, if you play Persona 5, anyone that is subscribed to me, did you play I want to know, is Persona 5 or basically Persona 5 just with the DLC stuff? I just want to know that. Because when I found out that this was a sequel and not the real Persona 5 with all the other stuff, because I thought basically that's what I thought at first. I didn't do my research, but that's fine. I'm having a blast with this game. A blast. This fucking cover art is amazing. And I have been trying to get to the Persona series for a while. And most people might be like, oh, you're going to get confused. This is a sequel and stuff like that. To be quite honest, I wasn't as confused. Because I kind of get what it was. You know, they came back. They had another adventure, basically. I probably didn't play that adventure, but they had an adventure before this, basically. You know, and then the metaverse. You see. See, I was going to talk about this game in the Enlightenment way too, but not in this channel. I'm just going to talk about how much this game is really fun. This game is what Square Enix wish they can do again. Even though they already made it. It's called Kingdom Hearts 2. And they're so fucking desperate to make a game like that again. Or a system like that again. Why do you think they're literally sucking dick with the Final Fantasy VII Remake like that? Oh, look at Final Fantasy 15. And then people think that's awesome, but all you do is press a fucking goddamn button. In Kingdom Hearts 2, you don't do that. In this game, you don't do that. You actually have to strategize and shit like that. Like your personas, like you can't just go to an enemy and just whack them sometimes. You have to use your persona to use certain abilities to make them weaker. Like, for example, maybe thunder, you know? Maybe because they're weak to thunder. And they show like armor on top of it and everything like that on the opponent. And there's like mini bosses when you're walking around through the field fighting and shit like that. This game is fucking amazing, man. Gives you a whole bunch of party members and shit like that, man. And the reason I got this game is because I'm, again, going back, guys, it resonates with me like as fuck, as a motherfucker. And I love this so much. I love monsters. I love collecting monsters. I love the whole Pokemon aspect, basically. Like, it's funny. I love that shit, but I'm not a huge fan of Pokemon. Like, I love Pokemon. I love the animated series, grew up with it and everything like that. Watched the first Pokemon movie and shit like that. Pokemon 2000 and shit like that. Like, come on, man. Come on. I remember growing up with that shit. I'm not saying I don't hate it. I love it. But I went off out of the series since, 2012, 2011, I think. That was the last time I like really paid attention to Pokemon. Other than that, I went to other games that gave me more of that catch the monsters feel. Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance did it well. I liked it in that game. That's why I really don't see the hate for that game. Because I think that aspect of that game is fucking fun as fuck. That's just me. That's just me. And they actually do work and they actually do help you in combat. You know? You feel like they don't, but to be honest, they actually do. And they're cute. I love the Dream Eaters. They look great. In this game, man, this persona that's right here, I already fused them with another persona, and I got a succubus right away. She's fucking badass. All right, it was a female persona that I fused with this guy. So, and you could get these characters back. Yo, man, that's the one thing I was worried about, because in some RPG games, and I think some Persona games that I've played, I played some Persona games, and I haven't Shin Megami Tensei games. Sorry, I played some Shin Megami Tensei games, and I don't think a lot of them do this. At least the ones that I play, the one that I've played. I think I played only probably 2 of them, and I probably played one on the phone. Just download an app and just play it on my phone. And I had one on the 3DS, which I sold and never played it again. obviously, because I sold it, and now I'm trying to look for it, and it's expensive as fuck. Do I have it? I have the CD. I have the soundtrack to it, but I do not have the game. But the game is expensive as fuck now. I forgot what it was. But that I think some of the Shin Megami Tensei games that once you fuse a persona, I think that's it. You can't bring them back. I'm sure that's not all of them, but again, they don't. I don't think have those stuff. You just have a demon and that's it. Yeah, they're called demons in this game. So, and they have little quotes that what they talk about the demon and stuff like that. It's great. And so Sophia, what did you choose for her nickname in the metaverse? I chose Selfie, and she liked it right away. So I mean, for crying out loud, you gonna call her Snowy? Snowy, Snowy. The other option was stupid too. I can't even fucking remember it. But Snowy, Snowy. You're gonna name Sophia in the metaverse Snowy. Nah. She deserves more respect than that. Are you kidding me? Playing these characters is fucking amazing. It's fucking fun as fuck. This is how you do an action RPG game. Square Enix, take fucking note. This is what you should have done with Kingdom Hearts 3, to be quite honest, with the whole action shit. That's what you should have done in Kingdom Hearts 3. And this game is so close to literally Dream Drop distance. This game is very close to The World Ends With You in Kingdom Hearts, man. I'm dead serious. If you're a Kingdom Hearts fan and you also play The World Ends With You, if you play this game, you fit right in. When I found out this was a sequel, I'm just like, I should probably get the first one after I beat this one, because I want to play it obviously more, and it has a whole different story and everything like that. It's cool. There's I'm going through the Alice stuff, and Alice is a bitch. Yo, Alice is crazy. Alice is crazy. They gave me like a little thing to come with it, and it's cool. It's really dope. I thought this was awesome, and I just love the cover for this, man. I really do. I really love the cover for this. It just looks so badass. And I do want to get the other Shin Megami Tensei game. Shin Megami Tensei 5. I think that's what it is. I saw it at GameStop. I did almost bought it because I couldn't find this. Let me tell you the story of how I got this, to be quite honest. I was trying to get the Kirby game, that new Kirby game. I wanted to get that game. Went to Best Buy, right? Because first I went to Target, didn't have it. So I went to Best Buy. And all of a sudden I see the Scott Pilgrim video game. And I'm like, you're here on physical form. I almost bought it. Almost. But the reason I didn't is because I have it on my PlayStation 4 and I already have it on my Switch digitally. The only reason I will only buy it is because it's physical. And I'm always wanted a physical version of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World video game. And I'm going to get that shit. I am. Another video that I am looking forward to getting to is Heroes something. It's a guy with glasses and he has like a fucking razor sword basically. It looks fucking badass. There's already 1, 2, and 3 out there. And I'm like, holy shit. And I heard that the guy is really cool and he's been mentioned to be he's mentioned that people wanted him to be in Smash Brothers, but he wasn't. His costume is though. I can't think of the name right now. It's really fucking dope. It has to be something. Is it Mad Monster or just Monster? Monster something. Sorry about this, guys. I'm sure someone's probably like screaming on top of their lungs, being like, "It's this, you dumb piece of fuck." No, not Monster Hunter. I cannot remember. Oh, and when I got this game too, it literally said, "Hey, now that you got this game, the soundtrack in this game is connected to Smash Brothers." And I'm like, really? You see, shit like that is awesome. Shit like that is awesome. It really is. Yo, man, why do you think I love fucking Nintendo so much when it comes to that shit? It's awesome. It really is. And tell me if you ever had problems with this game. Really, tell me if you did. So, and I'm playing through the DLC right now. The DLC is such the fucking highlight of this game. It really is. And are we gonna get that Canada DLC, or is that just a troll? And if it's a troll, how dare you? I want to go back to Canada. For crying out loud, you hear the song, like that Blame Canada song and 8-bit. Yo, that shit's good. That is really fucking good. So I can't find the fucking. Hold on. No, it's not. Okay, I tried. But I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. If you don't know, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I know what game I want to get. So, yo, man, all these awesome Switch games are gonna make me fucking goddamn broke. So good thing I didn't bought more. I only bought that one. So going back to the story, I was trying to get that Kirby game, and they had it at Best Buy, and I saw the Scott Pilgrim game also, and they had it again at Best Buy, but it was like both of them were like $60, and so was this game. So I went to GameStop to see, just to check if there was low prices, basically, and if anything was used, basically. I don't think this was used. I mean, if it was, then they would have probably never gave me this, the little thing, but who knows, maybe they did. And one thing too I want to mention too, yo, there's no cover art here. Why? Like, are you on drugs? I mean, this cover has it, and it looks badass. Look at that. That shit's dope. I don't know. It's always nice to have art like that. But I was trying to find that Kirby game. Then I found it. It was $60 still. So I was just like, all right, I'm looking for the Persona game, and I couldn't find it. And I was just like, all right, fine. I'll just probably get that Kirby game. I also saw the Shin Megami Tensei 5 game. So I was going to get that one. But then I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to search more. And then I finally found it. Then it was like about $30. Compared to 50 to 30, that shit's a fucking... Compared to 60 to 30, that's a $30 drop. That's a $30 drop, people. Man, just take it, basically. I took it. I had to. And the reason I got into it is because my friend had the game too on his PlayStation 4, and I started playing it, and I had so much fun with it. I'm just like, I'm getting this game. Is it on the Switch? I'm getting it. And it is. So, obviously. So I got it. Most likely it's on the Switch because Joker is in Smash Brothers. So why wouldn't he? Let's see. Oh, come on. I'm just trying to put the 8-bit sound of Blame Canada. Yeah, I know, people. I know. It's just really good. Welcome to Canada. Come on. Oh, you swear by late image on TV? No, blame Canada. Blame Canada. That song, man. Matt, Trey. I even heard that they went through hell with this game. So maybe that's why they might not make another one. If they don't, to be quite honest, I'm not going to be that upset. Even though I would love to see a continuation of this story. Please don't do nothing. Look, if you do a new story, I'm not going to complain about it. But if you're not going to continue on with the whole new kid story, for kind of loud, you left it open with Butters, basically, like I talked about with that open ending with Butters. I want him to be a main villain. Yes, we got him as a villain in the first Stick of Truth game, and we fought him as a boss. But why we can't? I think we fought him here too, right? So why we can't fight him again as another boss? You know. So, yeah, we did fight him here as a boss. I remember. So why can't we? I would love for Butters to literally be to have a final boss. Look, the final boss for this game is literally basically Coltman and Kyle. It's supposed to be what is it? Mr. Mitchell's, right? To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of that character, but when I first played this game and I found out that was the main villain, I was pissed. I was actually pissed. I'm like, Mitch McConnell is your fucking final boss? Fuck you. Fuck you. You can't beat Kenny as the final boss. You can't beat Zombie Kenny as the final boss. I'm sorry. Fuck you. Princess Zombie Kenny? Fuck you. You can't beat it. Princess Zombie Nazi Kenny? I'm sorry. You can't beat it. That's one of the best final bosses I ever played in a video game. I'm sorry. That's why I love the Stick of Truth final boss. It's Princess Kenny. It's perfect. Perfect. I think it's just amazing. And it's kind of funny that they made the boys the final boss. You know? Like, it's no one else as the final boss, like a big alien or big giant kaiju monster. No, it's just the boys. That's fucking hilarious, to be quite honest. It is hilarious. And then Mitch McConnell's like taking over Kyle también. Yo, to be honest, that's funny. After replaying this game, that shit's funny. And I grew more of a soft spot of like liking Mitch McConnell as a final boss. You know? But I like the whole part of like Mitch McConnell. Is that Mitch McConnell on top of a fat squirrel? Yo, fat raccoon. Fucking hilarious. Just, you know, that quote alone, I was just like, you know what? Yeah, you know what? That's final boss material worthy. I'm good with that. It's like, what? Mitch McConnell on top of fat raccoon? Yup, that's a final boss. You know what? I'm fine with that. You know? But the thing is too, if you play one of the DLCs with the Halloween one with the alien, spoiler alert if you haven't done the DLC, but that right there, to me, that's final boss worthy. That is final boss worthy. I haven't beaten it, but that is final boss worthy. You have fucking Timmy as in the background with he's fucking huge and shit. I'm like, yo, this is the final boss I've been talking about. But you're doing it in a way that I'm not really thinking of, because I'm thinking of like a big giant boss like Timmy, and he's coming in and all that stuff. Kind of like what you did with Cousin Kaya, with Kaya's cousin. Kaya's cousin, yo, I never liked that character. Never did. And I think he's supposed to be disliked, because I'm not a fan of him whatsoever. Never have. And once I got the opportunity to fight him in this game, I was like, good. I get to fight him and Kaio's mom. Good. I was happy. That's how I know that this game was for me. All right. This is almost how you know they were like, the developers were like, what do we want? Well, obviously we wanted to see Kaio's mom get her ass kicked in a fight. Okay, we could do that. How about Kaio's cousin? Oh, hell yeah, we gotta put that. How about the guy from Subway as a boss? Oh, okay. And it's all his pervy stuff. Oh. Yeah, he's in this game. So is Morgan Freeman, and he's a post final boss. A post game final boss. A secret boss, actually. That's actually pretty dope. I think that's awesome that he's a secret boss in this game. So, My battery's actually dying, but I go a little bit longer. So I don't think there's anything else I should say about this game. I think again the combat is great. The rating that they gave it, I do not disagree with it. You know, best in the show of 2016, best RPG. Hold on, let me change that again. Best Western RPG. Why you say Western? Oh, because when people stop saying JRPG, that's when I will stop saying Western RPG. Does it hurt? Good. Does it fucking goddamn hurt? Good. Because it really, IGN, for once, they got that shit right. Best RPG. But that's another story for another day. People would disagree with me with that. Go right ahead. Go right ahead. Fight me with it. It's a fight you're gonna lose. Alright? Seriously. That's why when I look at everybody, I'm gonna be like, you're just gonna lose this battle. Alright? Because it's me. Alright? Oh, you're acting you can't be touched. If you have that mindset, sure, man. Nothing can. Alright? Except for the only one that can is probably Mother Nature. Because you are nature, if you're called in. But I'm not getting deep into that. So I just want to show that the whole alien stuff, this game is actually pretty long, to be quite honest. And the way it ended is like abrupt. It's like they didn't know how to end this game, so they just ended it. And the thing is, too, the last game, they ended it perfectly fine. The boys throwing the stick of truth in the lake, and then you as the character getting the final word, fuck you guys, walks away. I remember hearing that, I'm like, our character talked? And Conway's like, well, fuck that guy. Oh, fuck him or some shit, I forgot. But, yo, that shit was fun. That shit was hilarious. That's how they knew that they knew how to write it off. They couldn't figure out how to write it off here. So maybe by the end of development, they did not. They were probably just rushing it and be like, fuck it, just end it. Just fucking end it. We make DLC stuff. Just fucking end it. You know? But the thing is, ending it the way they ended it is so South Park-y. So I didn't care for it. And it felt like it literally felt like a Monty Python episode or movie. So to be quite honest, yeah, it's perfect. And it's paying, and look at the art style. It is paying homage to Monty Python anyways, so might as well do a Monty Python ending. You know? Have you seen Monty Python and Holy Grail? Look at the way that ended. I remember seeing that ending and I'm like, that's it? That'd be funny if that's it. I'm standing there for literally 5 minutes and the credits are still rolling and I'm like, oh, that's really it. That's really fucking it. I'm being trolled right now just for me sitting here. This is fucking hilarious. No. I had to. That movie is gold. Fucking gold. Alright? And I can see why Matt and Trey Parker decided to do the animation from this stuff. I remember the what is it? Fuck. Remember the trailer to the South Park movie? Bigger, longer, and uncut and shit. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys. So there's other things that I'm trying to find my charger here. There's other things that I would love to see in a South Park video game sequel. Could we actually have a big giant final boss? To be honest. And if we do have a big giant final boss, who do we get as a big giant final boss? You know what? Fuck it. I don't know why it just popped in my head. Why not have Terrence and Phillip as the final boss? Why not? Why not have Terrence and Phillip as the final boss? If not, you could do that whole thing what you did back in the day. Basically, you did what Ready Player One before Ready Player One did. You had, like, basically Ultraman and Godzilla fighting, Mega Godzilla fighting each other. I remember seeing that episode. I'm like, and I'm looking at it like, these guys did it before Ready Player One did it. So if you had those two guys as the final boss, or just the Mega Godzilla parody as the final boss, for your game, that'd be great. Because that shit, to me, what I was expecting that type of shit for your game. For like this game and also the Stick of Truth. But the fact that you didn't do it is fine. I don't care. You did it more of what I suspected you to do, South Parky. So I don't blame you for that. So there's that. What other things I could talk about between these two games? Because I know there's other stuff I want to talk about, but I want to talk about these two games specifically. That also that new Harry Potter game is coming, and I heard it's coming on the Switch. So I'm looking forward to that game so much. I made a video about it, so I don't have to talk about it as much. But yo, I am hyped for that